How long have Lydia and I been together? That would be 3,147 days. And Lydia, I hope you got that right too. Okay, so where did Lydia and I have our first kiss? Well, Lydia is going to want me to say that it was at prom, but the real answer is it was at Bethany Trail's house, year 10 New Year's Eve, spin the bottle with Zara Stern and Matt Jacobs, and it was the best kiss I ever had. And from that moment, I knew that Lydia was the one for me. What would Lydia say are my worst habits? I would say that she hates that I sing every single sentence during the day to her, and probably that I take jokes way too far and don't know when to stop. That is a severe habit of mine and all of my mates, but it's a great one. I think I'm pretty perfect, to be fair. What do I think are Lydia's worst habits? Where do I start? I haven't even had a chance to think about the answer to this question, but okay, let's reel some off. She never lets me cook. She always intervenes in the kitchen. She never brings her plates in from the dining room table. I always have to clean up. She hates doing clothes washing. She hates ironing. I do all of that. She never hangs the washing up. I do all of that. She always leaves skid marks in the toilet. Yeah, it's probably the worst one, isn't it? It's probably skid marks in the toilet, I reckon. Skiddy lids. 3 words to describe Lydia. I would say that she is beautiful, obviously. She's incredibly driven. And she's also a massive nag. What 3 words would Lydia use to describe me? I would go with charming, hilarious, and incredibly handsome. If the house was on fire, which item would Lydia take? So it could be a coffee machine, it could be my Liverpool top, because she's a massive Liverpool fan, Viva Jurgen Klopp. But it's probably her Kindle, because she's a massive nerd, isn't she? It's probably her Kindle, yeah. What is the best thing that Lydia's ever bought for me as a present? It has to be the record player that she got me as an engagement present. She got away lightly because it was a lot cheaper than what I had to get her to propose, but it was well worth it because that record player is pretty cool. What is Lydia's dream date? I think just spending time with me doing anything, to be honest, but it's probably going for a really nice walk, having a really nice picnic, probably with lots of like crudités, hummus, very like upper middle class picnic, but probably finishing it off with a vegan cheesecake. I'd imagine some strawberries dipped in chocolate maybe, and yeah, something really wholesome. So yeah, let's go for the walk and a nice picnic. Who would play Lydia in a movie of her life? Well, considering she's probably the moodiest person I've ever met, and has a massive resting bitch face, it's probably any actress that has played Wednesday Addams in the past. So I was reading out a list. If Lydia said any of these, then that's class. Lisa Loring, could be Christina Ricci, could be Nicole Frigier, could be Krista Rodriguez, Rachel Potter, or obviously Jenna Ortega. It should any of those, in fair play. She's probably said Emma Watson. She could dream on though. It's definitely not that. It's obviously somebody who's played Wednesday Addams, because that is literally Lydia. What is Lydia's favourite and least favourite theatre show? I would say that her favourite theatre show is a massive toss-up. It's a really hard decision, 50-50 decision between Jesus Christ Superstar or Bend It Like Beckham, that she just absolutely adored, and she honestly, all she does is listen to the soundtrack still to this day. She loved it so much. Bend It Like Beckham's the worst thing I've ever seen, but Lydia loved it for whatever reason. What's her least favourite show is that we've seen together is probably a very small play that we saw called Two for the Seesaw. That was just absolutely horrific and an absolute waste of an evening. But yeah, favourite's Bend It Like Beckham. Least favourite, Two for the Seesaw. Lydia, enjoy your shot. Okay, what is Lydia's favourite three-course meal, or her dream three-course meal? So she'd start with a selection of Thai and Vietnamese starters. So she'd have a papaya salad, she'd have vegan chicken satay sticks, and potentially a mini laksa soup, and maybe some summer rolls as well. And her main course, she's going around the globe. She's going to have a sexy marinara pizza with olives, mushrooms, and rocket. The dough from Spacanopoly in Colindale, and the sauce from Pizza Place in Hemel that we tried a couple of weeks ago. If she goes that granular, which she might do because she's a bit of a weirdo. Although so am I, because I just went that granular. And then her dessert is something chocolatey. It could be like a melt in the middle chocolate pudding or like a chocolate ganache. It's one of those things with, it's a melt in the middle chocolate pudding, maybe some cream and some strawberries on the sides. There's got to be berries involved. Yeah, there we go. Okay, who would Lydia go for out of all of my mates? She's tried to go for pretty much all of them in the past. I think she's probably kissed all of my mates. Instead rejected her, I think, when Lydia was like 12 years old, Maggie. But she in the end, she went for the rhythm guitarist of Relentless, and she got the lead singer, so she did pretty well. But I don't think she'd go for any of the people she's already had experience with. She'd probably go for someone new. Let's go Brandon. He's newly single. He's out for a good time. Good looking chap. Very sweet soul as well. 10 out of 10 bloke really. For any of you guys that Lydia's had who are single. I'd say Brandon. What's my favourite body part of Lydia's? It could be her eyes. She's got really nice blue eyes. Our kids can have great eyes. But it's probably her bum. I'd be lying if I said anything else. It is her bum. What's Lydia's favourite body part of mine? So she could say my blue eyes, because I've got really nice blue eyes and we're going to have great blue eyes children. But if I'm being honest, I think Lydia will probably say my bum. What is the strangest / naughtiest place that I've had sex? With Lydia, I'm guessing, because it wasn't clarifying the question. But it's really difficult because I know that Lydia's mum's probably there, Lydia's sisters are there, Gemma's there. Gemma's actually filming this as well, so it's a bit more awkward. I would say, I'm just going to say a swimming pool. That's all I'm saying. I'm not giving anything else away. That's it. Okay, what is Lydia's favourite sex position? You know, she's like, it's probably missionary, isn't it? It's basically any position where she gets to chill out and relax, and I do more of the work. Can't believe I'm saying this, but there we go. What is Lydia's biggest turn on? These questions are so fucking awkward. Jesus Christ, Georgia. Probably just like standard stuff that most people get turned on by. Kissing, neck, and ear, and my smell as well, which is fucking class. who would Lydia's hall pass be with? I'm just going to go straight in. It's probably Jonathan Bailey from Bridgerton, who Lydia and I also saw in a musical a few years before that. He's gay, so unlucky Lydia, it's not going to happen. But Lydia definitely has a massive crush on Jonathan Bailey, so I'm going to go with him. Also playing Fiyero in the Wicked movie. There we go. So where in the world would Lydia and I most like to travel together? So we're going to Philippines for our honeymoon in December, which we're both really excited about. But we've been to Asia before, so if we're going to think somewhere new, then it could be Australia or New Zealand, or it could be Central America. I think I want to go to Australia and New Zealand more, but Lydia wants to go to like Costa Rica more. So just to make sure that Lydia gets one answer right this evening, we'll say Costa Rica. It takes up the most room in our bed. Well, seeing as I had a single bed from the time I was born to the time that I left my family home and moved in with Lydia, I'm very used to kind of sleeping in this quite like small area of the bed, whereas Lydia's had a double bed for a long time. She spreads out. She always starts the night as well, like on my half of the bed, which is really annoying, and she always is like, no, I'm not on your side of the bed. She always is. But yeah, it's Lydia. She is a bit of a starfish in bed. She does most of the cooking / housework. It's a real team effort, to be fair. Cooking is Lydia. I'd love to do more cooking, but it de-stresses Lydia, and she doesn't let me do much. If I cook, then she just comes in and corrects what I'm doing. But Lydia does most of the cooking, and I reckon I probably do most of the housework, to be fair. I think Lydia will agree as well. It's a great team effort, so we'll go half and half. First film that Lydia and I saw together after we started seeing each other, it's The 40-Year-Old Virgin, that we watched in my old house in Park Crescent, with a very, very vegan Turkish kebab takeaway from, I think, Divan in Bournemouth. And yeah, it was great. Lydia loved the lounge in our old house. She loved the comfort. She loved the sofas. She thought they were really, really comfy, didn't you, Lyd? But yeah, 40-Year-Old Virgin. What were the exact words that Lydia said when I proposed to her? I'll be perfectly honest, I can't remember, because it was the most stressful 10 minutes of my life. But I think it was a lot of tears, and I think she said yes. I'm guessing she did, because we're here today. So yeah, but there was a lot of crying. So to be honest with you, I really don't know what the answer is to that question. And Lydia probably doesn't either, because I think I stressed her out too. But yeah, probably yes, I'd say. Lydia's first ever job. It was really luxurious work in Yummies in Radlett, where she did like 8 to 10 hour days on her feet, serving annoying, horrible Jewish people, smoked salmon bagels, gefilte fish, making terrible coffees on her own admission. And what she says is like, she used to stink of all the fish, and Pamela would just have to throw her in the shower when she got home. So bless her for doing it. But yeah, her first job was at Yummies. Where did Lydia and I go for our first date? We went to see Top Hat, the musical, on brand, obviously, in Milton Keynes Theatre, because I managed to get really cheap tickets because Joe Wax's dad was producing it. And we were running really late, and Lydia zoomed down the motorway, definitely going over the speed limit, and we just about made it as the overture started. And then we went to Bella Italia afterwards, and Lydia still is a bit grossed out by the fact that I had hoisin duck pasta, which is banging. I don't know if they do it anymore. I can't have it now, but if any non-vegans out there fancy some of that, it was really good. Although apparently my breath stunk afterwards because there's a lot of spring onion in it. So maybe don't have it on a first date, but that's what we did. When did Lydia and I first say, I love you? Well, it was the night before we went to uni. or 2 nights before, and we were sleeping on sofa beds in Park Crescent at my house, and I told Lydia that I was falling in love with her, and Lydia put her balls on the table and said, "Alex, I love you," to which I caved and said, "I love you too," and we've never looked back. All those girls found them so cool, and they're really cool guys. Those Hasmo boys, they're really cool. I don't know his name, but he went to Hasmo, so it's probably something like Shlomi or Moshe or Didi or Yaakov. So I don't know, out of those names, let's go with Shlomi. How old was Lydia when she had her first kiss with that really cool boy from Hasmo? Really cool. It was a cool kiss, I think, because he was really cool. Hasmo boys, they're really cool. I sound really bitter. So I don't know. I think she was probably 15 or 16. Let's say 15. Okay, so what would Lydia break her veganism for if she was going to break her veganism? So similar to me, when I was asked this question on my stag, I think it would be a piece of flaky fish. Meat replacements, you can get pretty decent ones now, to be fair, so it wouldn't be meat. Chocolate as well, there are some really good chocolate replacements now. It's definitely not chocolate. Lydia's always hated milk, so that we're covered there, that's fine. Could be like a really nice, rich, creamy scrambled eggs, to be fair, could be. I know Lydia liked, because she's so bougie, she loved having scrambled eggs with cream in. Cool. So maybe that, but yeah, I think it will be a piece of flaky fish. I don't think she will go with what I said, which is like a lemon sole meuniere. Got very specific with my answer. I'm going to go a bit more generic. I'm just going to say a really nice piece of flaky fish. She might say lemon sole meuniere, or she might even say like a nice piece of fried fish as well. There you go. It's fish. Okay, the big finale. I've got the question in front of me, so I get it right. Can I name all the shows that Lydia's ever been in? If I get at least 5 right, then Lydia has to do a shot straight away. And if I get all of them right, then she does 3 shots. I think it should be every 5 shows that I name, she has to do a shot. Because I don't think I know all of the shows that she's been in, because there's been so many. Okay, since we started dating, she was in Rent at uni. So uni, she was in Rent. She was in Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat. She was in Jesus Christ Superstar. She was in Naughty Numbers, which was a showcase. So that's 4. Oh, can I think of a 5th one? Yes. Lucky. She has also been in All Together Now, which was another showcase the week before we got engaged, which she got her nails done for, and I was buzzing about that because I meant I didn't have to worry about her nails looking nice or not. Okay, so that's 5, and then also 9 to 5, which is the most recent show she was in. Also Sister Act, that's 7, and I know that before we started dating, she was in Oliver. She was in a very small production of Phantom of the Opera, that's 9, and then a 10th show for Lydia's second shot, which was her first ever time singing. She was in a short production of The Prince of Egypt. And also Lydia told me that she really wanted to give everybody at her hen a rendition of her solo in The Prince of Egypt. So do your 2 shots, Lydia, and over to you. Enjoy everyone. Here's a cute closing message for Lydia. Everyone's watching, so if I want to be cute or funny, I can leave a little message for Lydia. Thanks, Georgia. No pressure. Everyone's watching. Lydia, I hope you've had a great day and are having a great evening surrounded by all your friends and family and everybody who loves you. I hope you're not too drunk and you can actually understand what I'm saying, and that you've not got too many questions wrong. I obviously wanted to say I love you lots. I can't wait to marry you. Only 5 weeks to go. I can't believe it's come around so quickly. We're gonna have the best day ever, and we're such a great team, and I can't wait for many, many years of us smashing life together. Lots of love.